I'm curious what role you think the government has to play when it comes to some of these areas like the electric grid. And what would you say the administration is doing, and do you agree with it or not?
Yeah, I'd say the biggest role for the government to play is getting out of the way. And the main way it's in the way is on some of the issues around permitting that you need to build the energy supplies, to build the chip supplies. I don't know, by the way, if the scaling is going to keep working and that you just keep doubling the number of chips and you double how good the models are and you double the economic impact of those models. There's a bunch of me that is actually quite skeptical of that. And I look at ChatGPT and a lot of the improvements it's making seem to be less about the pre-training and more about refining it and fine-tuning it afterwards. But, I'm not an expert on this, and I'm a believer in, the government doesn't decide. I don't decide. Lots of different companies, lots of different investors make these decisions, and then the market will sort out which of them work. So what the government needs to do is make sure that process can happen. Doesn't need to subsidize anything, doesn't need to give grants. More than enough of this is happening. It just needs to make sure you can build the stuff for at least one path that these companies are going on, a path that so far has worked quite well and may or may not run into heavily diminishing returns.